we just saved $548,000 in interest because we shortened the time frame. What's going on, guys? Travis Yo here from Yo Money Matters, because Yo Money Matters. And hey, I'm super excited to go over one simple hack to pay off your debt faster. I can't believe how freaking simple it was to really understand this once I understood it. So before we get in, right, this is a video where you don't need to do a debt consolidation loan. You don't need to do any sort of debt settlement, and you definitely don't need to do any bankruptcies, okay? But what you do need to know is you do need to know your minimum payments. You do need to know what your APR is or APY is. And guys, you do need to be able to make your minimum payments, okay? If you're struggling with debt, this video unfortunately is not for you, because my job is to show you how this effect works. And what I'm talking about today is something called debt roll-up, or also known as the snowball effect, which basically means you're gonna be paying down the lowest balance debt first in consecutive order. So strap in, guys. Let me go over how it works. Take a look. So going over a spreadsheet like this. So we have a few things in order, right? Pretty some standard stuff. We have a mortgage, you have your HELOC loan, home equity line of credit, auto loan, a MasterCard, maybe you took out a personal loan, and then another credit card. Okay, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, especially when it comes to the average, American family. Okay, so as you can see here, the mortgage balance is $372,000 with an interest rate of 4.75, and the minimum monthly payment is $1,934. Each one, obviously, balance, monthly payment, minimum. So total minimum monthly payment that they have to pay is $3,176 every single month just to pay off this debt. Okay, total balance of revolving that they're paying down, if you can see at the bottom left, is $456,000. Now, if you go towards the right, it shows that right here, the number of months it's going to take to pay off the amount of debt is going to take 30 years, right? 30-year mortgage is going to be your highest debt rate, so it's going to take 30 years. So let's dive in to show you how this snowball effect works. So if you are already paying $31.76 a month, right, the whole purpose of this is to add additional funds to pay down your debt. But I'm not talking about a huge lump sums here, guys. I'm talking about a simple $100 extra, right? How can you find an extra $100? You could eliminate your Starbucks, right? 3 times, 5 times a week. I know my wife, she used to go every single freaking day, Monday through Friday, until I bought an espresso machine at home and made it my own, right? But anyway, $100 extra. So on the screen, you see this extra $100 here. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna apply that extra $100 and we're gonna tackle the lowest balanced debt first, which is the credit card that only has a $300 balance. So the minimum payment on that is $25, okay? But we're gonna add this extra $100, and now your minimum payment becomes $125. Well, guess what now? Instead of paying off that card in 15 months, you're now paying it off in 3 months. Does that make sense? Cool. So now that is a zero balance card. Debt is completely paid off. Okay, be disciplined, by the way. Make sure you're not using your cards again. But now, what can we do? We just freed up an extra $25, didn't we? So, boom, that card is paid off. Boom. Now we can now apply an extra $125 to the next lowest debt. So now our next one is a personal loan for $1,500. Our minimum payment is $60 a month, right? So now we're going to add not just $100, but also the $25 minimum balance that we could have paid off with the credit card. So now we add that. So our new monthly payment towards this personal loan becomes $185. So now instead of 40 months to tackle this personal loan for $60 a month, it's only going to take us 12 a year. Okay? Pretty cool. Okay? That personal loan is now taken care of. So now what? We just freed up $185. So now the MasterCard payment is our next lowest debt, which is $3,000. Our minimum monthly payment is $120. we're just gonna add again that $185 to $120. So our new payment is $305. So now with this MasterCard, instead of taking 33 months to pay off the MasterCard, we're gonna get it done now in 19. You guys are starting to see how it works, right? Boom. So now once that MasterCard is paid off, that just freed up $305 now to apply towards our what? Our car loan. So our car loan, our car payment right now is $562. Well, we just freed up $305, right? We're gonna add that $305, boom, that's $867 now that we can apply towards our car loan. And now instead of taking 77 freaking months to pay off this car, it's only gonna take us 56, okay? Boom. And again, now the auto loan is paid off, we go over now to the additional $867 that we freed up in our existing cash flow per month. The HELOC, the regular payment is about $475. Adding the $867, that's a $1,342 payments, which this HELOC would have taken 127 months to pay off. Now we're gonna get done in 84 months. Boom. And again, the last payment. Now this is where your mortgage, making an additional payment to your mortgage comes in handy, because now we just freed up $1,342 that now we can add towards our mortgage payment principal. Boom, you add that there. It's a new payment of $3276. So now instead of a 30-year mortgage, we can get it down into 215 months, which you break it down. We went from a 30-year mortgage to an 18-year mortgage. But here's the kicker. We just saved $548,000 in interest because we shortened the time frame. If we were just kept on paying the minimum payments, guys, for this all the way through, we would have paid an additional $548,000, which if you combine with the total balance that's already on there, that's over $1 million we would have paid, guys, in our lifetime for 30 years. Talk about mind blowing. So with that being said, guys, I hope you got some value today. Go into the description. I got a link down there below where you can actually send your email, your first name, your last name, and I'm actually going to send you your very own copy of the debt roll-up calculator. It's an Excel template spreadsheet where you can start putting in your own numbers and start implementing exactly what I taught you today. So again, thanks for being on, guys. If you haven't already, click on that subscribe button and stay tuned for some more videos.